Thanks for that traffic update. President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un shake hands in their first ever meeting at the start of the historic summit meeting in Singapore. It was the first meeting ever between a sitting U.S. president and a North Korean leader. The handshake lasted 13 seconds, but it was enough to usher in a new relationship between the U.S. and North Korea. President Trump said it worked out far better than anybody could have expected. So what exactly came from that summit? Blaine Alexander has more on the historic meeting.
The world has never seen a moment like this. Leaders of the United States and North Korea face to face, hand in hand, for the first time in history.
My meeting with Chairman Kim was honest, direct, and productive.
The hours-long summit ending with a joint signing.
So we're signing a very important document, a pretty comprehensive document. Thank you very much.
President Trump declaring success.
We're very proud of what took place today. I think our whole relationship with North Korea and the Korean Peninsula is going to be a very much different situation than it has in the past.
Through a translator, North Korea's Kim Jong-un thanking President Trump and comparing the entire thing to a science fiction movie.
Well, it was not easy to get in.
But are the two countries actually any closer to an agreement on denuclearization?
We're starting that process very quickly, very, very quickly.
For North Korea's reclusive world leader, it's a warm welcome to the world stage. Before news cameras, the two exchanging smiles and repeated handshakes.
We've had a really great term together, a great relationship.
Today's summit bringing cautious optimism, President Trump promising the two will meet again.
And that was Blaine Alexander reporting. President Trump also said he is willing to invite Kim to visit the White House. Could the internet soon be slowing down? Rules that prevented service providers from tinkering with speed and blocking websites are gone. So how will that affect you? Well, federal rules that prevented service providers like AT&T, Verizon, Charter, and Comcast from deliberately slowing down the internet are now gone. They are now free to tinker with speed, even block websites.
To see more consumers, the 34 million Americans who are offline, get online. And that's a lot of human capital that's been sitting on the shelf for too long.
Critics fear video providers will pass on the cost of faster internet to you. Policing the web is now up to the Federal Trade and Federal Communications Commissions. In a Fox 16 crime alert, a Mayflower High School art teacher facing charges of first-degree sexual assault involving a student. According to the probable cause affidavit, 62-year-old Jessica Kaplan says the two had sex once in her classroom closet and 2 days later in her car. The 17-year-old male student's parents alerted Mayflower High School to inappropriate text messages between their son and the teacher. Investigators say Kaplan and the student later admitted to the sexual relationship. Police arrested a handful of protesters outside the state capitol Monday. The Arkansas Poor People's Campaign has been organizing for the last several weeks, discussing things like living wages and anti-poverty programs. They gathered at the Capitol aiming to discuss inequality with lawmakers. The group was not allowed in. At least 4 people were arrested for criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, and blocking a governmental operation. A popular restaurant known as a hangout for golfers in Sherwood was broken into early Monday morning. Joey's Bar and Grill at the North Hills Golf Course changed owners in September. New owner Caitlin Hicks made some upgrades, including a security system that came in handy. She was alerted to 2 people busting in her front door. Fortunately, thanks to her alarm, they may have been scared away before they found anything they wanted.
They just seemed like they wanted cash because they didn't take anything. They went in my liquor closet and took nothing.
Well, if you recognize the people shown in that surveillance video, contact police. A Little Rock man charged with murdering a 3-year-old boy was in court for a pretrial hearing Monday. Gary Holmes is accused of shooting and killing Asen King in a road rage incident just before Christmas 2016. Holmes is charged with capital murder. Court records show he did not file any new motions. His trial is set to start in August. A Pulaski County Circuit judge who is facing sanctions by the state is now firing back. Friday, the Judicial Discipline and Disability Commission accused Judge Wendell Griffin of violating the Code of Judicial Conduct when he participated in an anti-death penalty protest last year on the same day he ruled in a case involving lethal injection drugs. The commission says Judge Griffin's stance on capital punishment shows he cannot be impartial. Griffin's attorney responded Monday saying Griffin's personal stance is based on his religious views and that any sanctions against him in this matter would violate the state's Religious Freedom Restoration Act. They're asking for a public hearing. You can read Griffin's full response on fox16.com. In this morning's Money Alert, a Little Rock group bringing focus back to a section of Markham Street. Drivers will see orange cones and wooden barriers along Markham between Kavanaugh and Pine through June 24th. It's all part of a strategy to strengthen businesses in the Capitol View Stiff Station neighborhood. Leaders of Create Little Rock say some businesses are struggling. The group says some pedestrians may feel uncomfortable with the tight sidewalk space and Markham's busy traffic.
We have all of these empty storefronts in our old commercial sector, and we can't figure out why they're not full and why people aren't, killing to be here.
Meyer says he hopes these temporary orange cones will make pedestrians feel more comfortable walking and shopping in this neighborhood.